Hey y'all, it is Tammy with the Sevier County Fair. Welcome to my office here at the fairgrounds. And it is almost fair time. We are 21 days away from the fair. We are 1 week away from starting to take in our exhibit items here at the fair. And we've been having a lot of questions. There's not a lot of fairs happening in our area, especially nearby. And a lot of people are really talking about entering things this year. How do we do that? I had a friend to sort of ask me, she sent me a private message and asked me, hey, give me the Exhibit 101 course. And that got me thinking, you know, a lot of people have difficulty sort of going through this. We'll talk about that in a minute. Sort of going through and figuring out where things go, how do I do it, what do I need to do, how do I prepare items and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to do a little series and we're going to call it Exhibit 101. And this is for those of you who have, you know, maybe you've done it, but you want to enter more things, you're not sure how to do that, or maybe you have never entered anything ever in the fair and you want to know how to do that. So first of all, here at the Sevier County Fair, it is absolutely free to enter in our exhibits. Doesn't cost you a penny. We have categories for kids and adults. We've got all sorts of categories. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But we do hope that you'll sort of take a look once you go through this and sort of see that there's something for everybody. There's all kinds of things. You can win ribbons. And you can win a little cash with that too. And if you enter a lot of items, chances are you might make a little bit of cash. And for kids, let me tell you, parents, this is a different year for a lot of folks, and you've been doing stuff at home. And I've worked with the fair, volunteered with the fair. My daughter has entered things, been a part of 4-H. And there's nothing better for those kids to bring in an item and then you come back and they have a ribbon on it. If they enter a lot of things, they may have a nice little check when they come back. You know, through the years, even as a little kid, my daughter was winning 50, 70, 90. One year she made $200 and something at the fair, just based on things she had entered and how much she won, and she had won best of show and some stuff. So there's some money the kids can make, and it is so exciting for them to come in and see a ribbon on something that they've put in here. So it's exciting for adults too, you know, to come in and see something that you've done. So I'm going to walk you through a whole bunch of different things, and this video will be a little bit longer than a lot of things that we normally do, but we want to just really just take it back as basic as we can and sort of help you go through. And I'm gonna have some photos and things that I'll insert here to help you sort of determine, you know, what you can do and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is what is called a fair premium book or a fair premium catalog. And we get advertisers and things in here, but it also has the schedule. Every year you'll find the schedule in there that has all the events and stuff in it. But most importantly is all the departments that you can enter your exhibits in. And we're sort of going to go through this, but you'll sort of see this is floral, cut flowers, and you can see all the different departments there. It's not important that you see the details on this right now. I just want to sort of show you that this is what we normally do. We have these, and these are distributed throughout our community, many different places, our sponsors, partners, and all that. However, this year, for a couple months, we didn't know if we were having a fair. By the time we knew, it was too late to have these to the printers. Plus, we were really down in sponsorships, and budget-wise, we just could not do this. Even if we had time, we could not have done it this year. So this year, this book that everyone loves to get in their hands, and people keep them year after year, this is last year's. You're going to find this online, and I'm going to talk to you about that and sort of explain how you're going to process this. If you're familiar with this, how you're going to process online now. And you know, it's just as easy. Actually, it may be easier for you. Some people do like to have these, and we're sorry that this year it just didn't work out, but I'm going to take you through the process of how to do that. All right, guys, so now we are on the computer, and we are on the Sevier County Fair website. So you're going to want to go to seviercountyfair.org. If you're to do a Google search for Sevier County Fair, make sure that you're in Tennessee. There are a couple of Sevier County fairs that are in other states. We get those calls quite often, and you want to make sure that the page looks like this. Okay, so it is seviercountyfair.org. And I'm going to scroll down through here, and if you notice right here where you see my mouse, that little book right there, that is the online version of the fair catalog, the fair premium book. And if you click this, you will go to the complete catalog, and it is 52 pages. If you want to print that entire thing, more power to you. It is there as an option to do that, but it's basically like flipping through the book. You can go down through here, see all our advertisements, see rules and regulations. This is a registration form, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You can print it directly from here, or there is another link where you can print this, and we'll talk about that. So we'll revisit this. But when you go down through here, you're going to start seeing categories and all of the departments, the lots, all of that. All your information is going to be here. And we're going to sort of decipher that more here in just a minute. And you will see sponsorship information. Also here you can find just some little tidbits and different little things as you go through here. Okay, so that is the entire book. If you want to print that, or if you just want to look at it, you can do that right there. However, if you do not, you can go over to the link that says exhibit halls. And right there, you can get your exhibitor rules. We're not really going to go through that. You can read through that. It's sort of self-explanatory. Or you can do the entry form right here we're going to talk more about. But right now we're going to talk more about individual departments. So if you click that and you come down through here, you're going to see that it is divided for youth and for adults. All right, so I'm going to pick a department here that we'll sort of go under. This is a good one, Youth Arts and Crafts. And you'll notice at the very top, it says it's Department 2, Youth Arts and Crafts. It has the dates and times that you can bring those in to enter your exhibits. We call those intake dates. And then it has the basic rules right here. And then you'll see your premium prize money. So first place gets $5, second is $4, and third place is $3. Okay. And then you come down through here and you're going to see all these different categories. Baskets decorated, baskets handmade, ceramics painted, so on and so forth. Okay. So you're going to pick what your subject falls under, your item. Okay. And some of these are really sort of open for you to figure it out, like collections. That can be any kind of collection. It could be rocks, it could be leaves, it could be Hot Wheel cars, it could be buttons, awards, stamps, baseball cards, whatever. It can be anything you want under the collections. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit closer look. If we do look under collections, so we know, I'm going to go back up here. We know from up top we are in Department 2, Youth Arts and Crafts. If we come on down to collections, we're going to be in class 07, okay? And that's going to be collections. So your department 2, we're in class 07 collections. And then you're going to notice 01, and it says K through 2. That is kindergarten through 2nd grade. 02 is 3rd through 5th grade. 03 is 6th through 8th grade. And 04 is 9th through 12th grade. Okay, that is going to be your lot number. So I am going to show you right here. If you look, let's do it this way. I am going to come back over here. And you're going to look and you're going to see we're in Department 2, Youths and Crafts right here. So that is going to go, that's going to go right here. Okay, your department name is Youth Arts and Crafts. Department number is going to be 02 or just 2. Then as we come down to the collections again, you'll see that 07 collections, that is going to be in your class right here. And then let's say you have a 3rd grader. We're going to pick the 02, 3rd through 5th grade right there. And that's going to go in your lot number. Then you're going to come over and fill out your descriptions here. So whatever that item is, let's say it is a rock collection. That's what you're going to write right there. And then you're going to write the page number right here. And the reason for that is it helps us sort of reference. It helps us reference what page that is on. In case there's a mistake, we can go back and pinpoint that when we're trying to enter your information, the data in for your tickets. Okay, so that sort of explains that, and I'll show you a couple more, but you can see the basic information: exhibitor name, address, telephone number, have you ever entered before, and are you interested in volunteering? And again, it is free to enter. You may enter up to 75 items per exhibitor. Okay, that does not mean 75 in the same category. So you could only put one rock collection, but you could put one item in all of these. If your kid has it, they can put one item in clay, one item in collage, one item in collection, one item in each drawing, and so on and so forth, okay? Up to 75 items per person or per exhibitor. If you enter at least 5 items, you will get a 1-day exhibitor pass to the fair. And that's just the basic. Then you sign it and go from there. So we are in the adult floral here, and you will see there's a little bit more information here. You still have your dates. Now there's going to be different dates in floral, and we're going to talk about dates and stuff here in a little bit. We have different dates for you to bring in items depending on what they are. Non-perishable things can come in sooner, while things that are perishable come in a little bit later. And we'll talk about all that here in just a little bit. But you'll see your dates and times here. And then we've got a lot of best of shows. Lee works in this category or this department, and he has got a lot of sponsorships for best of shows over here. So not only do you have the normal prize money of $5, $4, and $3 if you win first place, but there's also best of shows. So that's not in every department. There's only a few departments that have best of show. Floral is a very big exception where it has a lot of best of show, which is phenomenal. You can win best of show in different categories, but then there's also an overall best of show that you can win in the entire floral area back there. So if you come down through here, you're going to see the rules. If you have questions, you can absolutely call, email us, stop in one day and we can help you. But you'll see there's potted or hanging blooming plants. There's foliage. We have cacti, culinary herbs. I'm not going to go through them all. Containers and things like that. So I'm going to clear up something in the floral department. All of your plants must have been grown by you for at least 3 months. That means you can't go to Walmart next week and buy one to put in here. You would have had to have been taking care of your plant for at least 3 months. However, if you come over to your fairy gardens and your containers, like there's container gardens, okay? We have dish garden, fairy gardens, terrariums, living wreath, and recycled footwear planters. So if you're creating a container that is full of different plants, those are some things that can be assembled, and you would not have had to have taken care of those for 3 months, okay? It's more about the design part of that. So that's something you can create right now, and you can bring that in. We also have a senior division, and it sort of explains that to you. And then we have a variety of cut flowers that you can enter. And it's going to tell you how many you need to bring. So like 2 stems, 3 stems, 1 stem, whatever you need to bring. And they do not get displayed in your container. We have our own containers, so they will all look the same. They are not judged on the container. They are judged on the actual plant itself. So all the containers will be the same. And there's also arrangements and stuff here. So just to sort of show you, again, this is going to be Department 20. And then your class number is going to be your 01 blooming plant, that bold up there. And then your lot number will be these listed below it. Okay, so we're back to the main page here with the different departments. And I'm just going to sort of highlight just a little bit. There is 4-H for the kids. They do not have to be in 4-H to enter in that division. However, there are things that are specific to 4-H, and it might be hard for kids to have something that actually goes in that. But they're not limited to be in 4-H. The Lego build, you'll want to go over to that and read all the details. Those do get locked up into a cabinet, and you've got to do a little story card and stuff about that. So you'll want to read that. And we'll talk about photography and stuff here in a little bit. We've got baked goods and stuff for the kids. There is a boys and girls section for the Boys and Girls Club, Girl Scouts, Junior Master Gardeners. Those are specifically for those clubs. Future Farmers of America, school exhibits. You can click on each of those and sort of see what they're about. Okay, so over in the adult sections here, we have the garden farm crops. That's your fruits, your veggies, your eggs, those type of things. Food preservation is your canning and your drying of foods. baked goods and candies, arts and crafts, domestic arts. That's your sewing, knitting, crocheting, all of those type of things. Floral, we've talked about a little bit. Lego builds for adults. We have a Pinterest category. I am going to click on that. Let's go there. So the Pinterest category is just sort of a fun place that are some popular things that are done on Pinterest. We've got some new things over there this year, and sort of a fun place. You can go over and you can read the directions and stuff for that. Okay, so we're over in the photography. This is the adult photography, and this is an amateur class. We do not have a professional division. So for us, the amateur class is defined as anyone that has not grossed more than $1,200 in the last 12 months selling their photographs. Okay. There's a best of show there that you can sort of read about. And all the rules and things are there. Now, this is very, very important. If you're going to enter photographs, be sure to go by the book on these items. Your prints can either be a 5x7 or an 8x10. The way they're laid out does not matter, but they must be no smaller than a 5x7 and no bigger than an 8x10, the actual photograph itself. They must be matted, not on construction paper, not on a homemade mat, not on a piece of cardstock. They must be on a pre-cut photo mat. The mats need to be either black or white, and they need no other color border around them. So either black or white, no other colors. And they must be a pre-cut photo mat. So no other type of mat will be accepted. They will not need to be framed. We do not accept frame photos. This is because of the way we have to display them. So if they're in a frame, you're going to want to pull them out. No glass over the image or anything. They do not come in plastic. Just mounted in the mat. That's all you need, okay? There does not need to be a name on your photo because the judge does not need to know who the photo belongs to. Printing really doesn't matter. I mean, you can use your favorite printer. You can use a printer at home if you think the quality is good enough. That is fine. But photos will not be accepted if they are not in the correct mat, black or white, for the size picture. Okay, you can buy those. Hobby Lobby, Walmart, you can order them offline. Of course, this year's very different, and who knows what's stocked where, so you may want to look online. We do have some here at the fair office, and we do sell them. You must have cash on hand when you come. If you're interested, you can message us. We can sort of tell you the price. They're not very expensive. But if you have a lot of photos, it can get costly. And we do not have a way to take credit card or anything. You'd need cash for those. So, and it's limited. Once we run out, we're out. So you'll want to be prepared for that. Make sure you've got your mats and be ready for that. If for some reason something slips through intake and the person taking that item does not catch something, the judge is aware of what needs to be done, and if it does not meet the criteria, then it will not be judged. And we have had that happen before, so you want to make sure to pay attention to that. But we have some amazing, amazing photographers in our area that are not professional. They just like to do it for the fun. And our photo department is pretty impressive. There will be pictures here for you to see. We have a pretty impressive area, I have to say. That's one of my favorite things to walk through and see is all the different photos. We generally run between 400 to 500 photos that get entered back there. So we hope that you will bring things out. We know you've been taking a lot of pictures this year. We've been seeing things posted. So we hope you will bring those and enter with us. Okay, so now that you know all of that about the different departments and where to look, you're going to want to go through and see what you have that you've made, that you've created, that piece of art or something you've grown or taken care of at home, your harvest, all of that kind of stuff. You're going to pick your items that you want to bring in. Now, you can go to that catalog I showed you at the first. Oops, went all the way off the page. You can go there, or you can go right here to exhibit entry. And if you want to enter online, you can do it right here. If you do not want to enter online and you want to print it out, you can click this link and it'll take you to a form you can print. So you can take this, print this out, fill it out, and either drop it by here one day and we can work on your tickets ahead of time and then you can come pick them up, or just get them the day that you come. So this is a form that is there for you to print out as you need it. But if you want to do online and you feel pretty confident, you can fill out this online form. And then here's all your places where you enter everything online. You will submit that and it gets emailed to us. And what we will do is we will go ahead and print this. We will get this entered in for you and we'll go ahead and pre-print your tickets. Now we need at least an hour before you plan to come. One, to make sure that we're open, and two, to make sure that there hasn't been a line and we've not been busy. And it should give us time to get yours. So give us at least an hour if you're going to enter online and you want to come pick those up and get your items in. This does help greatly with not having to wait in line. Now, if it's your first year entering, this is probably not what you're going to want to do because it can get a little confusing. So if it's your first year, you may want to print out the form. Go ahead and fill out the best you know, and then someone can help you when you come in. We'll have volunteers here to help you out with that. But you've got a couple of different options to do that. And please, there are no dumb questions. Don't feel bad to ask us anything because we know it's confusing. If you've never done it before or only done it a couple of times, it's sort of hard to figure out. And honestly, there's times when we get an item in and we're having to try to figure it out ourselves. Sometimes there's items that just don't fit the mold in some of these, and we try to do that. But I'm going to put all these links online so you'll have those. And again, if you're not sure where an item goes, just bring it with you and our volunteers will help figure it out, and we'll try our best to find a place to put that. All right, so it's exciting. Now you've got some items, you know probably where they go. The next thing to do is figure out when to bring those items to us. So on the fair page, again, SevierCountyFair.org, if you'll come over to calendars and go to open times and exhibit dates, click that. You're going to see a little calendar right here, but there's a bigger one here that you can click on. So either way you want to do that. And this one's printable if you want to click on that one and print it. But this will sort of show you. So you'll see that there's like A, B, C's, D's, and E's on there. And that's a letter code with a ledger up top to sort of tell you what those are. And then you're going to notice there's parentheses on the side, and that is the times. So for instance, the letter A, you can drop off all items except baked goods, candies, plants, cut flowers, and farm crops. That's basically everything that is non-perishable. Your perishable items cannot come on those dates. That's because we take them earlier, and by that point they would be rotten, no good, whatever. So A is your non-perishable items, your domestics, your arts and crafts, your photography, all of those type of things that can come in early, and it doesn't matter. So you can start bringing those in on August the 17th, 1 week away. Woohoo! 1 week. I'm telling you, I can't even believe it. It is so hard to believe. But you can bring those in starting on August the 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, if you have a whole bunch of items, we do not recommend you come at 4 o'clock. You're going to want to come probably 3 o'clock or earlier. The mornings are usually pretty slow. If you have the chance to come the later in the day, it usually gets busier. Now your B's are the days that you can drop off items except for baked goods, candies, cut flowers, and farm crops. So that means B's are days that plants can come in. Okay? And then C is for all the other perishable things. Baked goods, candies, cut flowers, farm crops. Those are the days those come in. You're going to want to pay very close attention to those dates on there, because we have 2 different judging days. We have judging for the non-perishable items, and then all the other things come in, and then we have judging for the perishable things. So you want to make sure every year we get things that come in too late and they can't be judged. So pay attention to that. And then you'll see D. D are the dates that the fair is open. And then E is the dates that you can pick up your fair entries. Now, what happens is your entries will come in. They will be in the exhibit hall the entire week of the fair, September the 1st through the 7th. And then you come back and pick them up on those dates that are E, September the 10th through the 12th. So you're going to want to make sure to bring your items on those correct dates. If you have any questions at all, guys, please just send us an email, call us. We are glad to help. I mean, you can even stop by. There's someone here pretty much every day through the week right now. So we are here to help you. We are here to make it as easy as possible. So if you're not sure and you don't understand those dates, just let us know and we will help you out. Okay, so I'm going to put those online too for you, but you can print them and stuff there. And I'm going to sort of explain the process this year. So the process is going to be the same, but we're going to be doing it a little bit different. We've got all the same steps that we normally will do, but because of social distancing this year, we're going to do things a little differently. Normally, you would come into the exhibit hall and we would handle everything in here. So in order to comply with social distancing and make things just easier for everyone and safer for everyone, we are going to be doing it outside underneath our covered pavilion with spaced out tables. So what we will do is when we get everything set up, we're going to do another video and just sort of show you the steps. Go here first, go here second. This is what you do. And we'll do that. But you'll just basically pull into the gate. You can pick you a table and unload your stuff. And then you'll go move your car. And you can come back and we'll take care of everything underneath the pavilion. Your forms will be filled out. We'll get your tickets to you. You're going to tag it all outside, and then volunteers will bring it into the exhibit hall. So the public is not even coming into the exhibit hall this year for exhibit intake, which is very different than what we've normally done. And that's just for safety reasons and social distancing. And again, we'll have that video and sort of show you the walkthrough and everything on that of how to do that, because it's going to be different for everybody this year, our volunteers and everyone. It's just going to be a different process. But we think it'll go really smooth. We're hoping we'll have enough volunteers to make it just super, super easy for everyone. And just basically it's going to be sort of a drive-through kind of thing, but you'll go park your car and come back. Now, you will be able to unload right near the pavilion, so you won't have to carry stuff very far. And we will have a couple of carts and stuff if need be, like your plants and things like that. Okay, so now you know what you're bringing, you know how to put it on the forms. And let's say that you have entered your items online and you've submitted that online at least an hour before you plan to be here. Your tickets will be ready for you to come pick up. So if you wanted to, you could stop by one day, pick up your tickets, take them home, go ahead and tag your items, bring them back, and then the volunteers will try to make sure that things are where they need to be. If you do not, if you come here and fill out your forms here, you will have to wait. What will happen is the volunteers will bring the form in to the data entry person. They're going to enter all of your information, and then they're going to print out tickets. So these are your tickets, and I'm going to sort of try to walk through this just a little bit. You'll see you're assigned an exhibitor number, and then you'll see, this is probably backwards, I don't know. You'll see your entry, departments, your class, your lots, and what it is, okay? And then you're going to have your name at the bottom. And there's actually another piece to this ticket that tears off, and that's called your claim ticket. You keep that part, and that lets you know and let us know what we need to look for when you come back to pick these up. So when you enter something, this gets folded up like that. That way the judge will not know who this belongs to. There's light shining through here right now, but if there's something, you know, if it's on an item, you're not going to see your name through there. And this is what hangs on your item. So for example, this is a dried floral arrangement that I did last year, and they come with a little tag on them. And if you have a way to hang it on there, you can do that, or we have tape that you can tape it on, and that goes on each item that you enter. So every item you enter will have one ticket, and you will have a claim piece, a claim ticket to that same item. So when you come back, we match them up and make sure you go home with what belongs to you and that you've got everything that you entered. Really simple. I mean, that's just really, really simple. Now, as far as how you can see the items and all that, you cannot come in until September 1st, which is the fair date that we open. We open at 5 o'clock that day. You can come in at that point all through Fair Week. You can come through the exhibit hall and see your items, see if you placed, did you get a ribbon, see what other items they are. If you didn't get a ribbon, you can sort of maybe compare to who did get a ribbon, and you can look at that. The fair office, we do not judge. We have judges that come in that are knowledgeable in each department, and they actually judge those items. So we do not, like our floral department has people that are experts in floral. Photography, we have a professional photographer that comes in and actually judges that. Domestics, you know, we have women that come in that absolutely, you know, whether they're quilting clubs or whatever, they're judging those items. So we at the fair office do not judge the items back there. We have judges who know what they're looking for, know what it needs to be, even in the produce and the honey and all that kind of stuff. So it's not up to us. We don't do that. But your items will get judged, and then you can come in and take a look. Your items do have to be displayed all week long at the fair. And this year, the actual pickup dates are, put my glasses on because I can't read it, September the 10th through the 12th are the days. You can pick them up. September 10th, 11th, and 12th are pickup days for this year. There's a couple of days when the fair's closed, and that is takedown. And we're trying to get your exhibits together. Hopefully we'll have everything together and you just pick up your lot and going from there. But at that time, if you have won first, second, third, or best of show of anything, then you will also get your ribbons, and you will also get your check if you won any money. So, you may have a payday that day. You don't know. You might make a little money. Now, it's sort of funny because, some things you can spend a lot of money on to make it and you might win $5. But, I was just talking about that the other day that, you spend $60 to make something that you might win $5 on. But it's all about the fun. It's all about the creation. It's all about the ribbon and just having fun with it. And, adults, you're not too old. I mean, we have seniors that bring stuff in, and kids that, oh my goodness, parents, get those kids involved. Get them. I'm with Junior Master Gardeners, and I had a homeschool group for years up until last year. My daughter graduated. I do craft things with kids. We craft a lot. And that's one thing I told them. If you're doing this stuff, keep a box at home. Every time you make something, make 2. Put one in the box and bring it to the fair. Kids love it. Fairy gardens. They can create their own fairy gardens. Grow their own plants. Take their own pictures. I mean, we've got cameras on our phones now. They go everywhere. Kids are taking pictures like crazy. Enter it in there. There is a phenomenal best of show prize for students in the photography department. So it is well worth trying for. And it's just really cool to be able to come in and see their work exhibited, whether it's something they've colored or a little drawing they made or something they've made or a collection or whatever. There is such pride in those kids when they come in and they see their stuff that's displayed here, and everybody that comes gets to see it. So, it's big for me. My family, we entered stuff throughout the year, and gosh, my daughter, she's 18 now, but she started entering stuff probably 2nd or 3rd grade, I guess, when she started entering stuff at the fair, and never looked back. She has ever since. So we definitely encourage you. It's a great family thing. We see entire families, mom, dads, brothers, sisters, bring stuff in. Grandparents a lot of times are the keys to getting the kids to enter stuff. And, it's just cool. I could keep going on and on and on about it, but exhibits are my favorite part of the fair. That, to me, your livestock shows and your exhibits, that is what the fair is all about. The rides are fun, the games are fun, hanging out with people's fun, but the exhibits and the livestock is just what it's all about. So we will have another video up. My voice I've got allergy issues really bad, but my voice is about to go. It keeps cracking on me. We'll have links up for you guys. And we will do another video once everything's set up outside. We're going to just it'll be a quick one. It's just go here, go here, go here. This is your process. This is what you're going to do. Tell your friends, tell your family. They do not have to live in Sevier County. Our exhibit hall is amazing. I mean, we have a phenomenally organized, beautiful, the displays are great. I mean, we have a great exhibit hall here. We have typically a really good turnout. This year, we don't know what to expect. We really don't. We don't know if exhibits will be down or if they'll be through the roof because people have been home. We would love the problem of having to figure out where to put all your stuff. So please, 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 if you've created, if you've grown something, if you do art, if you take pictures, if you got a harvest, if you scrapbook, build Legos, whatever, we absolutely would love to have you join us this year at the fair. We will do everything in our power to make it easy for you. Don't feel dumb. Don't feel like you don't understand. It is complicated to start with if you've never done it before. We will talk you through it. Call us. The fair office number is 865-453-0770. You can email me personally at Tammy, Tammie, SCF for Sevier County Fair @gmail.com. We will walk you through this. We will hold your hand. We will come out and help you. We have great volunteers who know what they're doing out there. There's no reason not to, guys. I mean, you can get a ticket into the fair and get your whole family involved and just come out and have a great time. This is a year that we know it's not for everybody, and we understand that. There's a lot of people that don't want to take the risk to be around people, and in our exhibit hall, social distancing is not an issue when the fair goes on. People are spread out, people are outside, and you'll see all our policies and stuff on our Facebook page of how we're trying to make it as safe as we can, but still bring joy and happiness and a place that we can come together and maybe have a little bit of normal in this time, but through safe measures and stuff. So please come out. Please, please, please come out. We're excited. I cannot even believe. I mean, we are a week away from fair intake, y'all. That is like just crazy. I can't even believe it, but we hope to see you here. Even if you're not from Sevier County, bring those items over, because we know your fair may not be happening. You may not have a fair ever in your community. Bring those over to us, guys. We would love to have you, and we hope to get to meet some of you guys.